to a GSL.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the GSL Code S. I am Artosis alongside Moonglade. How you doing, Moonglade?
I'm tasteless.
Shut up, Moonglade.
I'm back, I'm here. Tasteless has returned to the GSL, but enough about me. First we're going to go on to an interview with our players and see what their thoughts are going into this match. So today is going to be Group S.
달려가고 있는데요. 오늘 F조 이 막강한 선수들이 또 나섭니다. 자, 현재까지는 코데스에서 테란들이 강세를 보이고 있는데 남은 경기들에서 과연 저그와 프로토스가 선전할 수 있을지 지켜봐 주시길 바라겠습니다. 자, 오늘 F조 선수분들 한 분씩 만나보겠습니다. 먼저 지난 시즌의 우승자로서 이번 시즌을 시작하게 됐는데요. KT 로스터의 이승현 선수 먼저 만나보겠습니다.
So now we're going to meet last year's champion.
와, 반갑습니다. 자, 이번 시즌 시작하게 됐는데 소감 어떠세요?
일단 기대도 되고 좀
How do you feel coming into the season?
네,
I'm excited.
우승자여서
And I'm a little bit nervous too.
사람들의 이 기대가 참 큰 것 같아요. 네, 가끔씩 느끼실 것 같은데
So a lot of fans are
이번
looking forward
시즌
now that you're the champion of GSL. Do you feel any pressure?
게임이 너무 잘 풀려가지고 잘 될 것 같아요.
네, 표정도 아주 좋네요. 자,
So far
오늘
my games are going really well. I'm feeling pretty confident. I think I'm going to do well today.
딱 보니까 어떠세요?
So how do you feel about your
잘하는
group?
것 같아요. 다.
잘하죠. 네,
I
이승현
think everybody's a good player in my group.
선수의 또 에이스로서 또
Look at his
활약을
grin
하고
as he says
계신데
that.
자, 이번
He
시즌
thinks his group is
가보도록
easy
하겠습니다.
tastes.
일단
What's your goal for this season?
윤석이 형이 강도경 선수한테 좀 복수 좀 해달라고 온 건데
네.
방심 안 하고 꼭 이기고 일단.
So my teammate asked me to get revenge against
강동현
Symbol.
선수에게 복수를 해달라고 콕
So that's the first goal of this season.
네,
And after that, I would like to advance to the next round.
제가
Step by
잠시 후에
step.
들어보겠습니다.
And
오늘
eventually
활약
become champion again.
기대하겠습니다.
감사합니다.
네. 자, 이어서 만나볼 상대 바로
that'll do
조금
it
전에
for the live
말씀해 주셨죠? 자, 지네어 그린
And up next, we're going to be
강동현
talking to
선수
Symbol from
만나보겠습니다.
Generic Green Wings.
안녕하세요.
Both say hello.
네, 오랜만에 됐는데 2시즌 만에 복귀하게 됐습니다. 먼저 소감 들어볼게요.
You're back in Code S after 2 seasons. How does it feel to be back?
코데스까지 와서 좋고요. 오늘 준비한 대로
It's been a long time to be in Code S, so I'm feeling good.
네,
I think if I play as I prepared, I think I'll do really well.
아닌데
아닌가요?
남윤석 선수예요.
네, 죄송합니다. 자, 조금 전에 들으셨겠지만 복수를 또 대신 부탁하신 분이 있더라고요.
So
이승현
you
선수
defeated the
어떠세요?
일단은 뭐
KT Rolster player,
천준
teammate
제일
of
잘하는
Life.
것 같아요.
그러면 참 쉽지 않은 상대인데
And
오늘
Life said he wanted to have revenge on you. How do you feel about that? And he said, Life's the best player right now. So frankly, I'm a little bit scared to be playing against him in the first set.
네, 자 그래도 참 코데스 벌써 9번째시거든요. 긴장감은 덜 하실 것 같은데 마지막으로 가고
So it's your 9th
들어보겠습니다.
Code S already.
오늘 열심히 한 만큼 좋은 결과로 오랜만에 16강 다시
I practiced really hard for today's matches.
네, 알겠습니다.
And
오늘
since it's been a long
강동현
time
선수
since I've been in the
기대하겠습니다.
GSL Code S, I really want to
자, 세
advance to the round
번째로
of 16.
만나볼 선수. 자, 지난 시즌 이 조지명 씨과 또 경기에서 많은 인상을 남겨주신 분이죠. 자, 코데스의 2연속으로 찾아오게
Our
됐습니다.
next player,
최병훈 선수 만나보겠습니다.
Who
안녕하세요.
advanced to the group selection last season.
오랜만에
He is
뵙는데
Yoda.
코데스에서 도끼가 눈에서 보이더라고요. 네, 자 마이크 돌려주시라고 하시네요.
She looks very focused playing your Code 8 matches. She asked him to flip around that mic so you can see the GSL. She also says, how do you feel about today's match? He says, I'm not that nervous to play the games.
현장에서 긴장감도 안 하시고
But the interview is probably the scariest part for me today.
같은데 오늘 조는 어떤가요?
일단 다른 조를
How do you feel about your group?
보고 여기 조를 봐도 쉬운 조가 없어요. 그래서 다 어려운 것 같아요.
네,
There's no easy
어려운
group
조에서
in the round of
어떻게
32.
풀어가실지가 궁금한데 만약에 오늘
So
진출하게 되면
honestly, I think all the players are pretty good.
그 산행시 한번 다시 가죠.
만약에 올라가면 이렇게
네, 꼭 듣고 싶은데 최병현 선수 오늘 32강전 가고 들어보겠습니다.
일단 열심히 준비했으니까 응원해 주시면
So I practiced really hard for today's group.
네, 알겠습니다.
So if you
오늘
guys support me,
기대하겠습니다.
I think I'll be able to advance to the round of 16.
자, 마지막 선수 만나보겠습니다. 자, 이 선수 지난 시즌에 안 보여서 어색했죠? CJ의 테란 정우용 선수 만나보겠습니다.
The next player missed last season's GSL, but he's back now and it's Young.
시즌에 안 보였었어요.
네.
늘 오시다가
좀 원래
So you were always in the
학교
GSL,
가서
but
잘
you missed last season. What
안 가서
happened?
저번 시즌에 어색하긴 했어요.
네, 좀 아쉬웠는데 이번 시즌 그만큼 좀 다른
kind
마인드로
of
오셨을 것
weird
같아요.
having-
소감 어떠세요?
He said it felt kind of weird not to be in a GSL, but I'm
사실
really glad I'm
저번
back in
시즌이
Code
더
S.
기대가 됐는데 이번 시즌 좀 테란이 좀 많이 안 좋아요. 그래서 좀 안 좋은 만큼 저는 좀 높이 올라가고 싶긴 한데.
Overall, I feel that Terran players have been having a difficult time
테란이
recently.
안 좋다고 말씀하고 계신데 저희
But I still want to advance
코드에서는
to the
테란이
deeper rounds.
가장 강세거든요.
I
제일
still think it's going to be a
많아요.
difficult road, though.
지금 16강에 올라가는 테란분들 좀 대견하다 생각해요. 네, 안 좋은 분위기에서 이렇게 열심히
네.
다 올라가시니까.
네,
네.
대견한 거군요.
네.
네, 또
So I'm
테란은
very surprised to see a lot of
빠지지
Terrans
않는
advancing to the round of
선수로서
16.
팬들이
Hopefully,
기대하고
I'll be one of the
있는
Terrans that's advancing.
오늘 준비 잘 되셨나요?
일단 준비는 잘 됐고요. 네. 긴장만 안 하고 제 경기력만 발휘하면 충분히
I
올라갈
prepared
것
well for
같습니다.
today's match.
최병훈 선수가
And as
어떤
long as I don't get
태클전을
nervous inside the booth, I
보여주실지
think I'll be able to
기대가
perform
되는데
well.
각오 들어보겠습니다.
다시 이제 반년 만에 다시 올라왔는데 저번 시즌에 못 이런 그 아쉬운 만큼 이번
Since
시즌에
I'm now
더
back
높이
in
올라갈
Code
수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 오늘 정우 선수 기대하겠습니다.
I feel that I can advance to
자,
further
이렇게
rounds,
오늘
so I'm going to do
F조에
my best to
나서는
do that here
선수들
today.
모두 확인을 해봤는데요. 자, 본격적으로 경기 시작하겠습니다.
All right,
이제
well,
좀
that does
나와주세요.
it for the interviews. We're going to be going into the games now, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been here, huh?
It has been a while. We were both doing ESPN for the Heroes of the Dorm, which was sick. And then I had to go visit some friends. I went to Madison, Wisconsin. I ate a lot of stuff that was covered in cheese. And
Rightfully so.
I drank a lot of craft beer. And it's good to be back. I was a little bit almost ill by the end of the trip.
I bet.
I don't normally eat food like that. But yeah, I am happy to be back here in the latter part of the round of 32.
Well, it's good to have you back, Tasteless.
good to be
It's a good day that you came back to, the defending champion playing. And 3 other players that all have, a little bit of a shot to get out of this group at least.
We're going to go to the prediction part of the event.
That's right. It's just go download the GOMTV app and go ahead, put in your predictions. You can win some cool prizes. Speaking of predictions, what's your prediction? Who gets out with life today?
Byung?
That's the right prediction.
I think
put that into the app.
That's the safest one, at least.
That's the one,
I would be
guys.
surprised if Symbol got out. That would be cool, but I just don't see Symbol being a big player in this GSL Code S. Again, this GSL Code S should, in fact, be better than the last one because the last GSL Code S, it was a massive shift in Koreans moving back into Korea. So the earlier parts, pre-Code S, were a little bit different. We had a lot, very kind of lopsided setup there for that. So we had a lot of top players trying to push through here, but now that the system is back in place, this should be a great season here.
Well, as you can see here, it's starting to look kind of like the old GSL Code S's. Look at all those Terrans getting through, guys. That is a lot, and this is a funny
back
thing.
to 2011.
Now, a lot of these guys actually that have gone through so far, this is like a kind of like a record low for Kespa players, I guess, right, for a while.
Which is very weird. I didn't really think
well, I guess
that
Bomber
was
is
ever
technically back on a team like that. He did join.
That's
SBENU,
true. I guess
so
we wouldn't initially
actually,
think of them like that. But
yeah,
I didn't think that was ever going to be something we'd be seeing.
Yeah, like
Kespa
more of them
players
getting back in.
Yeah,
But,
I thought it was going to get more Kespa until we had 1 or 2 ringers always in the round of 32.
Well, yeah, it's
and excuse me, round of 16.
I'm sure it'll like sway back towards that at some point, but I mean, this is quite a nice group of players so far getting through. Hopefully, we will be able to balance out a little bit more today. Life, obviously, a huge favorite for this group, so we should have another Zerg going up. Other than that, though, it's tough to say.
It is. It's a tough group to call after Life. We have Life versus Symbol to start the day off, then Yoda versus Byung, so we'll get the 2 mirror matchups out of the way, and then after that, it's going to be, winner goes to the winner's part of the match, loser goes to the loser's part. So
that is the
same
fact.
way it's been for years.
Now, taking a look at it, it's like Byung definitely the player that you have to favor getting out of this group with Life. In fact, like there is a possibility he just goes and beats Life. He's quite a good mech player, something that Life is good against, but maybe not as storied good against it as he is against bio-type play.
I think he doesn't have to deal with it as much. He has to know how to handle it to some degree, but it's not something that he's having to deal with all the time. So
well, with the Swarm host being changed so drastically, mech definitely gaining a bit of popularity right now, I would say.
Certainly,
so
that having
could be fun to
function. You can't punish it the same way as before, slow it down as much. So it was really hard before for mech to chew through Swarm host before that. So
I do want to point out as well, like Life for Symbol isn't 100% sealed up because since Life won GSL last season, the only matches he's lost have been ZvZs. And they've really been against like 3 of the very best Zergs in the world, of which Symbol at this moment is not considered a part.
I would say Symbol, does have a chance to take a game or 2 off of Life here. That is a realistic possibility. We'll have to see how Symbol and Life open here.
Yeah,
I do wonder if Symbol will do something risky here. You know, it has been a little bit before he's gotten into Code S here. You don't want to throw that away, but at the same time, how exactly do you beat the guy that won last season GSL Code S?
It's tough, but you know, he is on a Kespa team nowadays. He's a very strong Zerg. He was one of our best Zergs in the world for a very long time. Has always had kind of a unique style of ZvZ, like very mineral heavy, very queen heavy. We'll see if he continues with that though.
Yeah, you got to mix it up whenever you're coming into a match like this, especially after the round of 32. That's when you're under so much scrutiny, you know?
Well,
I'm thinking this should be just a 2-0 though here.
I would think so, but
I can't imagine it being any other way. We'll see though.
The thing is, Life has a lot of ZvZs that have been broadcast lately, and he's lost a fair amount of them. And, so that's a lot for Symbol to
in terms
study.
of Symbol, he does prepare quite well. Symbol, if you guys have not been following StarCraft II continuously, Symbol was one of these guys who we really thought was going to win a GSL Code S about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it, and it just never quite happened. He's sort of been one of these, I don't want to say, when you have the players that have always been number 1, Symbol would go into the rank of players that have always been number 2, if that makes sense. Not always been number 2, but have been number 2 in that layer for some period of time.
Well, he is an interesting story. I was really glad to see him go to a Kespa team, and Generic Green Wings, obviously a fabulous team.
Wasn't he off a team for like 9 months or something crazy?
He's had some really weird bumps in his career.
Yeah.
But it's good to have him back there. You know, this is like, he was a StarCraft 1 pro. He was actually under Jadong for a long time, which is part of the reason why he's so damn good.
That's something we haven't talked about very much.
Yeah.
Map number 1 is going to be on Overgrowth. Again, a best of 3, but they know the entire map lineup here. We can see for Vito's, Life chose Bonnie Research Station and Expedition Lost. Over here for Symbol, it was King Sejong Station and Merry-Go-Round. So Symbol going for the most traditional maps we've had in a GSL Code S and mixing them.
I'm not surprised at all at these vetoes. Those are like the 2 maps that Life should be most afraid of. And taking out Merry-Go-Round against Life only makes sense because of how wide open that natural is. So some really great map vetoes here, basically. Really kind of telling of who these guys are.
And it does look like our game is loaded up. Our ZvZ, the first best of 3 of today. So get ready here for Life against Symbol in Group F of the GSL Code S. In the upper right, in the red, he is
KT Roster Live.
And in the bottom left, in the blue, the underdog here, he is
GNL Green Wings Symbol.
All right. This could be an interesting match. See if maybe there's enough Life games out there that Symbol has figured out some way to really bring it to Life.
Or maybe Life will pull out a style that he hasn't shown here before and punish Symbol for maybe preparing in such a way. It's either, you know, there's really 2 ways to prepare, and I think it's a balance of these 2 to get it right. But you know, how much do you just prepare for the matchup, and how much do you prepare for the player?
Yeah. It's a very good point, because sometimes you see people really mess up because of that. Where they
one
like
too much or the other.
Yeah, it's like, for instance, if you're going to play against MC, you don't just prepare for Protoss, right? MC is a different beast. And in this case, it's like Life can play every single style, so.
Yeah, he really can. And I'd say still the best control, really, that there is as far as Zerg goes. So
pretty much, yeah.
Symbol, I feel like a player that was never really remembered as much for his control.
No, he was a macro Zerg.
Yeah, he just was able to outproduce, get the base at the right time, get the right number of drones.
Like amazing defense. Yeah. Definitely a macro-based Zerg.
Yeah, very good holds, but he was going to win by just overpowering you. Where Life can do both quite well.
Yeah, definitely more known for that aggressive style. But in this game, playing it a little bit safe so far with that pool first. But you know, we'll just kind of keep our eyes on this production tab, and nothing too crazy happening yet. So, Tasteless, I got to ask you.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How is Madison, Wisconsin? I've never been to that state nor that city, of course.
You know, I had very low expectations. I'm from Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's where I spent the majority of my youth. So I thought it was going to be quite similar to Kansas City, but it was actually a great city, Madison was.
So Kansas City is not a great city?
Not compared to Madison, no. They had a lot. Madison's a little college town, about 3 universities around there. Bunch of great, a bar scene, good restaurants, good food. I would say it's better than Kansas City.
So I can quote you as saying you hate everyone in Kansas City.
Yes, and the Chiefs and the Royals. No, but it was actually a pretty nice place. I was impressed. I think I went at the right time of year, though.
Yeah.
The weather was amazing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And it could be like a Planet Hoth frigid hellscape in the winter. So there's that to keep in mind as well. The Midwestern winters are pretty nasty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think I'll probably ever end up there.
No, it's funny because we're not in the States very much. I rarely, if it's not L.A. or New York or maybe something like San Francisco, the odds of you or I probably ending up there is pretty low.
Yeah.
Since we're usually
really
in the States
the major cities.
Yeah, for hosting gigs. So no, that was a treat.
That's good. That's good.
And I have a question for you then. How was Disneyland?
It was fantastic.
Yeah?
It's,
Did you get a picture with Mickey?
I got pictures of my little girl with Mickey.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. She had
You were too shy to go up.
I was too shy.
You were too starstruck.
I did get his autograph, though, in my autograph book.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was worried you might see Mickey Mouse and think he's a lot taller in real life.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought he was a mouse.
He could have been a basketball player.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the two... let's see, just one Evo Chamber and one Roach War in here.
And we do have the layer for both players. Pretty similar, but the big difference you see here is speed for life and no speed for Symbol. So Symbol's kind of staying on a similar style that he's always kind of liked, which is going to be a very Roach-based style. He oftentimes has skipped speed in the past, and that's what he'll be doing. So games like this are pretty interesting. It looks like Life wants to go into Aspire. He's aspiring towards mutas, perhaps, some might say.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back, man.
Oh, we're back.
It does feel a little bit like right now Symbol playing like we've seen Symbol here, going for powering Zerg play on the ground, getting the roaches, getting the attack upgrades. Life is going to go for play style that requires a bit of finesse, which should be no problem at all for him. Unfortunately for Symbol, though, the Ling's already getting in here now. He'll be able to take out a drone and I believe probably get into the main here. To do further scouting. Now, seeing the Roach Warren's already enough information, but this just can add a little bit of additional comfort, I guess you could say here.
Absolutely.
Seeing how many drones are over there.
Well, he sees like an Evo bouncing. He sees the Roach Warren upgrading. He has like all the info he needs right now. And as far as these two strats, how they match up, it's I always do feel like there's an edge for the player in Life's position, right?
Because totally agree.
He has such mobility advantage. If he finds ways in, you're going to be in trouble. And look, he's finding ways in all over the place. This is the second time he's run by. Like
there's really 2 timing windows if the Zerg's taking a third base here, like Symbol is. Well, let me get to that after this, though. He's going to take out the Queen here and get a few additional drones. Now, that's 2 Queens down. And more Lings over here at what will soon be an undefended hatchery. But as I was saying, there are really 2 windows of timing here. You can spread them out with the Speedlings, hitting multiple locations and punish them. Then the Muta follow-up is even stronger because if you take out Queens, like we saw 2 picked off just there, they can be punished even further. And this is pretty scary for Symbol right now. Life already with a lot of momentum on his side here, and I think it's only going to get worse. But there is a chance for Symbol to do a counterattack with all these roaches. So let's see. This should put the mutas on the defense, and I think, in fact, the mutas are going to run right into these roaches. Yeah, he's going to have to target down those roaches, and this is actually part of the strategy here by Symbol. He keeps these mutas busy so that he can get his anti-air and he can be fine, but the Ling counterattack hits immediately. And with these other Lings coming up here, I think Symbol may have already lost this game. Maybe that's a bit much, but these roaches are not going to get that hatch. They're not even really going to get any drones. The Queen can even be micro back if he wants. Yeah. You see here, he saves that hatchery, but it's pretty low. Mutas are going to be en route going south to hit that. So
now, I gotta say, I'm not surprised by the Nidus.
Yeah.
This happens a lot, and I've seen this happen to Symbol a lot, where his opponent is doing something that is so much more mobile, and Symbol is kind of in a little bit of trouble. So to try to throw down this Nidus, the thing is, will he be able to sneak the Nidus out? Because right now the Overlord spread is fantastic for life.
Well, wow, he actually pulled away there. Now, it's important to note, Symbol's been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. Almost the best micro in the world in that. When Muta got back.
Oh my God. That was sneaky. I didn't realize he had a change.
We actually don't really see that ever.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool. We all know it's a thing you can do, but that was great to do in this moment here. Now, if Symbol's going to win, he's going to do it right now, because that hatch at the bottom right was picked off. The Mutas are a ways away, and we have about 5 queens out here now.
Yeah, he has 6 queens total. If the Mutas do get to target those down, though, notice he's starting some spores up here, realizing the queens can't last forever. Drones came out to add in some damage as well, but there are so many Mutas here. He's just going to eliminate everything.
This game is basically, well, let's see here. He's got enough roaches to actually killed off all the drones. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on Symbol here. He's going to have to try to get this queen and some more drones down here. Oh, no, he just taps out. Okay. I was going to say this game should basically be over, but let's see if Symbol can't do anything with it.
It was a sneaky Nidus there, but Life made enough Mutas. He wasn't afraid to keep on making those Mutas. Symbol with his same old style, just not quite making it work against Life.
Yeah. Life really just from another league there.
He is. Life is a different level than Symbol.
Symbol just did not have much of a chance. I do not think that was as much of a build order loss, although I will say the situation that they were both in, Life handled that perfectly. Yeah. And Symbol was a little bit behind, didn't have his entrance closed off. You really have to block that off of your second base and hold the third if you're going to do that, and they were just too exposed.
Yeah, it's the style that Symbol used there. I want to say that at the absolute top level, it's a bit inferior to the style used by Life. The thing is, as far as the build orders matchup, I would say that it goes in Life's favor, because what Symbol's doing there, if he's against a different Roach build, then yeah, he's going to be totally fine with that. He kind of banked up a little bit more. Maybe he's in a good spot there. But when you're playing against someone that's going to get the mobility of the Zerglings and the Mutalisks, and they have the finesse and the kind of killer instinct and know how to move around the map right, it seems like, and it's seemed like that for a long time, that this type of strategy, you're just kind of behind looking for them to make a mistake so you can brute force over them.
Yeah, definitely the case there. So perfect handling from Life there. We're going to go on to the map Deadwing now. If Life wins this, he goes on to the losers match, and already the winners match, and already Symbol will be in the losers match here. In what might very well be a very short series here, unless Symbol can really turn this around. I want to say if he can bring his A game, but that might not even be enough. We'll have to see. Yeah. There might be an additional lower alphabet here for Life that he's able to bring this to. And game number 2 is now loaded up here. Group F of this GSL Code S. In the upper right, in the red. I can't talk today. It's been too long.
KT Roaster Live.
I have Elmer Fudd voice. I'm like, in the wed.
What's funny is that Tasus thinks he doesn't always sound like this.
And down here in the bottom left in the blue.
GNL Green Wings Symbol.
It is good to have Symbol back in a GSL. It's just unfortunate he's going up against Life. Looks like we're going to have a pool right away here.
10 pool. See if he wants to go Banes with that. 10 pool Baneling type of play. It's a possibility. A lot of people try to use that it looks like that's... Yeah, it's not necessarily. You might cancel that. We'll see in just 1 second.
When we have 10 pool Bane, that basically never works, at least in GSL cast.
Yeah, at the top level, it's actually kind of an inferior build.
But, one mistake by Life. I know a lot of times early game ZvZ can be, just a hair away as far as execution, but really in this one especially.
Well, when you're playing against someone that has basically the best micro for your race, the odds of this working are pretty low. Watch, he's going to go hatch first. Let's see if he goes gas before pool as well and how many drones. So that's 1 drone after hatch.
Yeah, that's going to increase the odds of this very much.
Yeah, this is like, these are the little things that can really,
He's
really
not even using
help
his
him.
hands. He's using telepathy to play the game. This is crazy.
Yeah, and
I think that would count as cheating, though, if he did that.
So he went like hatch, 3 drone, I believe, gas, and now it looks like pool would come right after that. So if this could ever work, this would be the exact build.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Symbol wants to catch here.
So a bit of a coin flip build here, and the coin did not land in favor of Life right now for the openers they started with. It does come down to execution.
Oh, he's getting speed. I'm sorry, this is completely a different build. Okay, this I like a lot more than Tenpool Bane, because Tenpool Bane like basically never works.
He's banking all his links over here at the watchtower, so he can actually spot, even if an Overlord comes by, he can run away from that before he gets seen over there at the watchtower.
And there's a pretty decent chance with this build, I would say, that he can make this work. You don't really see things like this. This is like a great map to try it on for sure. But he's almost kind of lucky with how the scouting went, because you know, Life would be able to tell, you know, if he saw like Lings going out with that other Overlord that's down the natural, he'd be like, oh wait, what's going on here? No hatchery and whatnot. But this is pretty cool by Symbol.
So what this is a delayed, really strong attack here.
Yeah.
Basically, since Life's been checking on the map, he's concluding that there is just no attack. That in fact, Symbol's being really greedy. And what's funny is, had he just streamlined Lings up here, there's a chance Symbol would have held it, but now Symbol's been making a ton of drones, and this is about as well executed as far as moving across the map as you can get. And
yeah, Life has to be looking at this and saying, uh-oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Look at this, he's trying to make a spine really quickly here, but as the extra Lings come up, there's just way too much for Life to be able to hold on. He needs to like make a spine in his main or something.
And now he's going to go for the hatchery. Do you think he should have gone into the main?
With the Lings?
Here we go. Never mind. He's going to go now.
Once they get all grouped up, it's a good choice. Now he is coming in here. Life realizing he is in a lot of trouble. Nice move with the Lings. Good stop positioning here on these drones.
Actually, shockingly good stop positioning.
Yeah, really, really well done.
So he's going to go down to the hatchery now. Just buying time with these Lings. At any second that the Lings are not actually killing anything of Life's, it's good for him. But right now this is bad. It's 15 drones to 10. So Symbol's behind on drones. So yeah, that's the game Life needs to play, is just buying time. He's making more Lings of his own. And actually, I think Life with the control here, yeah, he should drive him back. Oh my god.
Well, this is...
He's actually just so good.
Yeah, Life is pretty good. Symbol maybe a little bit indecisive when he stayed down the hatch longer.
Wow, okay.
Life showing he's like...
Warp drive out of Code S, boys. That was a short series. And I would not say it is as much of a fault of Symbols as it is Life just having...
Life's just way better than Symbol, is what it comes down to.
Quite good.
A scary, scary man right there.
So
scared man right there.
Symbol is not done yet.
No.
He still can come back. He just has to win the losers match and the next. But I got to say, this is a tough group. I do see Life moving on out of here, but short series.
I got to say, well, Life is the best player in the world.
Yep.
Everyone agrees with that currently. He's a scary one, man. Can hold anything, can do anything. Such a breadth of strategies available to him.
Considering he's had a ton of ZvZs out there, and it seemed like Symbol was somewhat prepared, at least in Game 2, with a strategy that should be able to beat Life. Life just handled that as perfectly as humanly possible, and shut it down. If that was any other player in the booth, that not Life, and Symbol was doing that strategy,
maybe he kills
high
him.
chance, I think high chance he kills him. But
could be.
Even with a tricky strategy like that, still not enough.
Yeah, Life feels invincible when you watch games like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see if he's invincible when he has to play one of these Terran guys after their match, which is coming up next.
Yeah, we are going to be going to a TVT Yoda against Byung after this short break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back here at the GSL Code S.